Before we get into the prospect deep dive, I feel like people are either just reading the titles of videos we're putting out, or like they're not hearing everything we say, and we need to address Marco Rossi. People are convinced, based on the YouTube comments, that we hate him and want him traded. This is very much not the case. We think that he should absolutely be a long-term part of this team, and that the reason we keep on talking about trade hypotheticals is the fact that Russo and Joe have basically, they've done everything but come out and say Bill Guerin doesn't want him here. Like, we're trying to cope. We're trying to figure out a way where he can leave and we won't hate ourselves. Z, you go ahead and say whatever you want, nice things about Marco Rossi and why we absolutely do not want him traded.
I don't read comments other than the people here.
That's why I'm telling you now.
I had no idea that people were like, they must be shitting on him. Let me not listen, but let me comment. I mean, I have like tried my hardest, like, I guess I could understand it if they're looking at it like this, but that's also fucking stupid. Like if they trade, like whatever. The first natural center that they went out early that came here, obviously had a setback first 2 years. Now he's getting progressively better.
Well, dude, there's commitment issues though. Like, think about it. He probably wasn't happy that he was here instead of at his sister's wedding.
The bottom line is this kid's done everything they've asked him to do. He's getting better. He's putting up really good numbers again this year. Like he's already had more points, more assists than he had last year. He's knocking on the door for more goals than he had last year. Like, and he is what, 20, what is he now? 22? 23?
Sounds right. He is 23, but I don't know how old he is.
Got it. It's crazy that, like, especially again, I think maybe this is why I get annoyed with like the Brock Nelson is a Minnesota Wild player now, because like he is what, 33, 34? I forget how old I said he was last night.
Yeah, he will be sometime next season. He will turn 34, and I actually I flat out told Joe he was wrong about that on our show because I was convinced that he was at least like 2 or 3 years younger than me. Apparently not. Apparently he's only like a year younger than me, even though he was at least 2 classes behind me. So I don't know what the deal is there. But yeah, if reading his age didn't do it for you, again, Pete Blackburn with World Seniors post, like he looks old. Like not just his grayed out hair, like that can be touch of gray. Maybe he's just trying to look both like experienced, but you know, whatever. His face looks old. Like he's old.
He's got the classic face of someone where you're like, that guy's seen some shit. He's been through it, bro.
How many conversations has he had with Lou? That does it.
That'll do it. But either way, I think the whole thing is it's crazy to like not lock up Marco Rossi if you can right now, because again, like the last year and a half has just been again him doing every single thing they've asked him to do and improving, and like one of my favorite things about it was even in games where he might make a mistake, get sat down for a few shifts. The next shift he comes out and usually makes a big play, scores a goal, gets an assist, whatever it is, plays at both ends of the ice. And the fact that he can produce despite the fact that he's like 5'9" and not the greatest skater in the world, but he still makes it work with whoever he's playing with. And again, like he's only getting better. And this is like the center that you haven't had for a very long time that's producing like this. Like it's crazy. So yeah, I mean, I do not want them to trade him. I want him to be here forever.
But okay, yeah, Marco Rossi, let's be clear. We're going to continue talking about trade hypotheticals until there's actual contract talks in the works because, again, we're coping. I want him here. I love Marco Rossi. Until Zeev Buium, like, I've never been more excited about a Minnesota Wild draft pick than Marco Rossi. Like, I can't think of another Minnesota Wild draft pick that I was that excited about before Judd Brackett got here. Like I was mad that they took Mikhail Granlund. I thought they should have taken Cam Fowler. Like, I can go through the whole list all the way back to, of course, me being the one person that'll defend Benoit Pouliot. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole right now, but Marco Rossi, I absolutely love him. I still have his jersey in my background. I hope that I don't have to take that jersey down, but yeah, we're going to keep talking about trade hypotheticals because we need to find a way to cope and hope that there's a way to salvage this situation when Bill Guerin inevitably decides to trade him. It sucks.